Hi, my name is Dr. Cary Ganz, and I'm president of Dental Spa Cosmetics, as well as a practicing dentist. I own the dental spa at Garden City in Garden City, New York. And I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about the Sourire Experience. In episode 1, I basically just introduced the concept of the Sourire Experience. And today I want to give you a little more insight into what it's really all about. And we're going to start off as if you're a patient walking into a typical dental practice and show you the contrast between how that's handled and how we tend to handle it at the dental spa at Garden City using the Sourire Experience. Now, before I start, I just wanted to clear up something that's confused me for a number of years. I used to hear from the marketing people out there that if you want to be one of the classes, treat the masses. If you want to be one of the masses, treat the classes. Well, that kind of philosophy, meaning they try to treat volumes of people in order to be successful, I think may have worked in the 70s, the 80s, maybe even the 90s. But I don't think that works today. I think today people demand far more of their dental professional, their medical professional, their accountant, their attorney than ever before. People no longer want to accept anything other than the best. And I think we as dentists need to rethink how we practice dentistry so that we provide exceptional care, not just good care. There's a big difference between good and great. So let's talk about a typical dental experience as a patient might experience going into a typical dental office. I use the word typical experience a lot. The patient walks in, and now this is an old-fashioned, maybe a 1970s or 1980s dental office. Patient walks into a reception room. They sit down. The receptionist slides back the glass that separates the reception area from the receptionist's desk because they can't be bothered. She yells out the patient's name. Patient goes up, says, "Hi, my name is Mary Smith. I have an appointment today." Receptionist says, "Thank you, have a seat. Doctor will be with you in a moment." Patient sits down, opens up a magazine that may be from several months ago, if not years ago, and waits to be called. Eventually, it could be a matter of minutes or maybe hours or days. Eventually the patient is called, walks into a typical dental office, goes into the treatment room. Staff may say hi and introduce themselves. The dentist walks in, says, "Hi, hi Mary, nice to see you again. How's the family? How's everything going?" Open wide, sticks him with a needle, and the dental procedure starts. Let's contrast that a little bit with the Sourire Experience and how we provide that at the dental spa at Garden City. Now, the very same patient, whether it's a new patient or existing patient, walks into our reception room, and our staff is tuned into the fact that someone's coming in at that moment. So there's always somebody available to get up from their seat, walk around their desk, and introduce themselves, say, "Hi, Mary, nice to see you again," or "Welcome to the dental spa at Garden City," if he happens to be a new patient, and starts the Sourire Experience. Now, we don't have a glass partition. We have a mahogany desk that is very warm and welcoming. It looks more like my den or my living room at home than it does like a traditional dental office. We only have 4 seats in our reception room because, in reality, nobody sits there very long. We try to be on time. Now, with the new patient, the staff member would once again introduce themselves, show them around our reception room, show them the coffee area where we always have fresh coffee and teas. We always have the Sourire Bakery, which is a wonderful assortment of vegan-friendly, trans-fat-free, cholesterol-free baked goods that are complimentary for patients, and they taste great. Now, they're not dietetic, but they taste great. And there's always some other treats up there for patients. We even provide them with little envelopes so they can take the goods home. Staff member will show them how to work the TV if they want to watch TV. There are magazines. We always have fresh flowers. And the music is up to them. If they'd like to hear something different, we're happy to change the music in the reception room. Now, at some point in time, the staff member will also offer this new patient a tour of our office, where they can come in and be introduced to the staff, myself, be shown the office so it becomes familiar, so it's nothing to be concerned about. Because most patients coming into a dental office have a great deal of anxiety and stress. That stress may be just from the typical things that we have in life, the traffic coming to the office, fight with the kids, fight with the boss, the pressures of family life, whatever. Or it may just be fear of dentistry. Now, those are the 2 most normal anxieties that patients present with. It's our job as dentists of the 21st century to reduce those fears and anxieties prior to treatment. So that's the end of episode 2. We've talked a little bit about our reception room and our staff. In episode 3, we're going to walk you through the next step, which is the introduction of the patient to the treatment area, which I believe differentiates our practice at the dental spa at Garden City and the Sourire Experience, a product provided by my company, Dental Spa Cosmetics, to any other dental office in the country. Thanks for listening, and stay tuned.